Hi YouTube, my name's William Bishop. It's the 1st of January 2022 and I'm here to wish you a Happy New Year and to explain what that means for you and your portfolio. Now, if you're like me, you're subscribed to many financial websites, a few brokers, they will be sending you emails about 2022 and what it means for you. Or maybe you've seen in the financial press, 5 companies to buy for 2022, 5 companies to avoid that we recommended last year, but we're not recommending this year. Stay away from them. 5 sectors to invest in for 2022. Avoid these sectors. They were great last year, not great now. I'm here to say, stop. A lot of that is noise. Some of them make very good points, but consider your portfolio first and see if the change is right for you. I'm here to explain that the 1st of January doesn't really mean much. I'm going to compare it against people, companies against people, and at the end you can make up your own mind. So today, it's Saturday, yesterday was Friday. Today is 1st of January, yesterday 31st of December. That is all that's changed. A lot of people though will wake up today and say, yes, 1st of January, new year, new me, all of a sudden I'm going to start losing weight, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to learn how to cook, I'm going to learn a new instrument, I'm going to learn a new language. Oh, I didn't do that last year, I didn't do that the year before, but I've been meaning to, and this year I'm going to do it. If you went to the gym right now, you would see it's packed. People that aren't usually there, they're there. And that's great. And I hope they stick to their New Year's resolutions. But the truth is, end of the month, not even the end of the month, middle of the month, the majority of those people, they would have broke their resolution. They're going to revert to their type. Nothing wrong with that, but let's just acknowledge it. A lot of New Year's resolutions are broken. And because the only really difference is that today is Saturday, yesterday was Friday. It's just a calendar change, it's just psychological. Companies that were great last year are going to continue to be great the year after and the year after, in the majority. Companies that were mediocre, they're going to continue to be mediocre in the majority. 1 or 2 might surprise us and become great companies, but the majority are going to stay mediocre. Other companies, they're weak investments, they're companies you don't want to invest in, they're going to continue to be weak investments. Maybe 1 or 2 will surprise and stop being weak investments and become mediocre investments. But again, why would you go for a mediocre investment if you can have great? Not all companies continue to be great. Some do change. If you go back as far as the 1960s, the 1970s, when smoking was popular, more people were smoking. Now we know the science, we know smoking's bad for you. The market for smokers, the number of smokers is declining. So if you invested in that company, you're not going to get the growth that someone in the 60s got. You're not going to get the share price growth. You're either going to get flat returns, modest returns, more likely poor returns. Poor returns in terms of where else you can invest. Companies that are growing, companies that are great companies from the past and can continue to be great companies because they're not killing their customers. Another example, 60s, 70s, soft drink company. Great. More and more people want to drink soft drinks. It's cool. It's advertised here. It's advertised there. We're charging, it's just sugar and soda, but we're charging lots for it. We're making loads of money. The shareholders are happy. The 10s, the 20s, we know that sugar's bad for you. It's going to rot your teeth. There's childhood obesity. There's a whole host of problems. There's a lot of public pressure to reduce how much people drink soft drinks. And the market for soft drinks is shrinking. There's not the growth there that there used to be. So a great investment has now become a mediocre investment. It's going to be stable. There's still a big market, but it's not what it used to be. Sports company. Nike, Adidas of the world. Not a financial recommendation. I'm not saying go and buy them. Do your own analysis. But a Nike or an Adidas of the world that is helping people to go out and do sports. They're not killing their customers. They're helping their customers to be healthy, maybe live a longer life or an active life or a more enjoyable life. They've now branched into athleisure wear. So more and more people, they're getting rid of their suits. They're buying hoodies, sweaters, tracksuits. You see it more and more people walking around. They're not always exercising when they buy their products. The market is growing for those companies. They were great investments of the past. Perhaps they're great investments of the future. Just because the calendar has changed doesn't fundamentally alter the prospects of a great company, a mediocre company, or a weak company. So please always remember that when you're getting these emails from the so-called experts, that the portfolio you've got, if you're invested in great companies or mediocre, if it's right for you, if that's what you need, that's the portfolio for you. Just because the calendar's changed doesn't alter much. If you don't have the time or the inclination to research your own investments, because it is quite time consuming, there are people like myself who will do it for you. I'm on eToro. You will find the link to my website in the comments below. Or you can, if you're already on eToro, search for William Bishop or WM Bishop. You will find me. You will see my portfolio. In my opinion, my portfolio consists of strong companies that I expect will do well for my investors and myself over the years. That's my opinion. It's not an investment recommendation. It's not a financial advice. Don't take what I'm saying as financial advice. All of this is my opinion. I think the companies in my portfolio will do great over the long term. So I'm not going to fundamentally change my portfolio just because the calendar's changed. All that will do will generate costs and reduce my returns for myself and my investors. There are 1,700 people who call themselves popular investors on eToro. If you don't like what you see on my profile, find someone else's, stick with them if you think they're the best ones for you, and they will generate great returns for you over time. Be careful that you don't get distracted by the noise, by someone who's got a flash car, flash house, spend a lot of money traveling. They're trying to impress you with a lifestyle. You're not here for the lifestyle, you're here for the investments. If you like what you see in a portfolio, if you like how that person analyzes stocks or markets, invest in that person. Just because it's the 1st of January does not mean the whole world is going to change. With that, I want to wish you a Happy New Year. Consider your portfolio before you do make any big changes. And here's to success for everyone in 2022 and beyond. Thank you.